Welcome to the stream, the VOD, the YouTube video. It's been DJ Spy Guy here. We're back to biking to work. Thankfully, no rain. Looks like that happened overnight, so. But here we go.
Stream online at Tuesday, April 29, 2025, 9 hours, 5 minutes, and 35 seconds a.m.
Just gotta do one more thing here.
Novk said, "Hi-I-oo."
Yo, no ethics. Also, here's a big shout out. I guess I went over 100 followers. I got 101 followers now. So thanks to Necromanus and Echo Nova FX for the follows. We are officially over 100 followers on the Twitch stream.
Novk said, "So cool."
Oh. Oh, I didn't check my camera.
Linux Physics said, "Hi."
Hey, Linux.
Novk said, "You are a big streamer now."
Oh, yeah, right. 101. 101. I'm also going to be dropping off some things at the free table today. They're just taking up space in my house, and I don't use them ever. Come on, car. What is this? They're parking? I don't know what they're doing. Okay, they're parking.
Linux Physics said, "Car people shy."
It looks like almost all the cherry blossoms are off the trees now. A few remaining. There's a one headlight car. I wonder if they know.
Novk said, "Smiling face licking lips."
Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, I did a big stream with Noriel 4 on the weekend, and then halfway through, my setup just didn't want to work anymore. It was stupid. It just died, and then the app.
Novk said, "Smiling face licking lips. Milk tea with tapioca pearls and straw. Running horse."
Then I just couldn't get my the app to work or see any Wi-Fi access points anymore. So I had to shut everything down. Or I did shut everything down, restarted everything, and it still didn't work. But then I fired it up like an hour or so later, and it worked again for a little bit. So we'll see how long this stream goes for. And I just smelled bacon and eggs, and it was delicious. I could even smell the butter on the toast. Or I'm having a stroke, I don't know.
Demora Bagato said, "Morning DJ."
Hey, good morning, Domo.
Novk said, "Sometimes just doesn't."
Oh, but by the way, this is a drama-free stream. We are just riding our bike and yelling at people in real life that irritate me. So it's only for, yeah, so we're good. That's the only drama you'll get.
Demora Bagato said, yes, we are focused on this stream and DJ safety.
Look at all the foliage coming in now, all the leaves on the trees, just filling everything up. So green. I love it.
Linux Physics said, yelling at cars should be the same drama as old man yelling at clouds.
Let's see who's going to get my first F-bomb today. Maybe it'll be a mother pushing her baby in a little baby carriage or a stroller. If there's pushing a dog in a stroller, then I will swear at them. If it's an actual kid, no swearing.
Demora Bagato said, don't blame the mom, yell at the baby for requiring a stroller.
Yeah. I think I've got some cool additions to that free table today. We'll see. Hopefully it's open. Open for submissions. Yep, can't see the traffic lights anymore now. Oh no, can sort of see them. Just peeking through the leaves. That one spot.
Linux Physics said, awesome. Monkey Banana said, greets to the peeps.
Let's see, do we got any cheaters today? Yep, first guy is a cheater. Oh yeah, free table. I gotta remind myself to stop and not go right by it.
Linux Physics said, with all those flower petals in the ground, cheating that corner is dangerous.
I would say so, yeah. Slippery. I've wiped out on wet leaves before.
Linux Physics said, I mean, anyone who needs to swerve quickly at that corner will wipe out due to the flower petals.
And that would be a very embarrassing story to tell your friends. So got some boots. One of these guys. And some frying pans. All right. Let's see if they're gone by the end of the day. Wah.
Linux Physics said, good thing you don't have to carry all that stuff up the Adanak Hill.
I know that the table is quite empty. Oh, I should have shown you the table. Whatever, you saw it when I was riding up. And I didn't give them like frying pans that were all worn out or anything. And the Gore-Tex boots still are waterproof and condition. And then that little macro wide angle lens just doesn't fit on my phone anymore. Never really fit on a phone with the case. So if you go caseless...
Linux Physics said, wow, nice.
Yeah, if you go caseless with that, you can actually use those clamp-on lenses. But nowadays, actually, the smartphones themselves have enough wide angle and macro cameras built right in. And we don't know what this truck is doing. So and I don't know why the street cleaner is doing the sidewalk instead of the street. And you're not going to push the button, sir? So for my 100 follower celebration, I'm doing nothing on stream. I might get like a steak or something and grill it up this week. Yeah, but that big bike, I might also make a big video on the bike ride that Noriel and I did around the Vancouver, because I have some really nice high quality recordings of it, and also I can mix and match some of Noriel's video and mine, and then actually spend a lot of time editing a video if I want, which actually is probably good practice to do that. But I can't find a Twitch VOD downloader for Noriel's stream that doesn't break it into segments. So if you guys know of a good VOD Twitch downloader that just downloads large video files all at once, let me know. I can do it. I can like do hour-long chunks, but and I guess I could ask Noriel to save it. How's the camera angle? Oh, it's a bit, it's not, it shouldn't be bad. Should not be bad. Maybe a little bit up. 1 degree up.
Linux Physics said, camera angle fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. It's weird. It feels like a little bit, it's actually very humid. It feels very humid. Looks like someone hit that block there.
Linux Physics said, must have been a big cyclist with fat wheels.
Here comes one of those right now.
Linux Physics said, maybe a bear riding a bicycle.
Internet that's ready for everything. Rogers Xfinity. Oh, everything you say? It's ready for everything? Is it ready for all of the IRL streams that we do here in Vancouver? Well, I guess Xfinity it's the home system. Yeah, this summer I'm going to go back to Victoria again and do try and stream the bike ride home once again.
Linux Physics said, ready for everything, as opposed to Rogers Mobility, which has tons of dead zones.
I was watching Jerome Forestwood's live broadcast from White Rock, and they went all the way out to the end of the White Rock Pier, and they had a cell tower at the end of the pier. not like way up in the air, but it was, you know, a little shack there with some cell antennas.
Linux Physics said, cell tower out there for boats, I bet.
Oh. Not just the tourists eating their ice cream and doing Instagram videos of it. Stupid cyclists holding up this truck to turn right. I'm kidding.
Linux Physics said, danger.
All right, here's where I say, oh, the stream's actually holding up pretty well, and then it ends right away. Okay, no? Okay, we're good.
Linux Physics said, did you want to try that power plug?
Well, power plug, it stop this room right away. The plugging it back into a unplugged camera, I think is okay to do. And currently I have the camera being powered by a cable. Let's watch this guy go through the do not enter sign. Do not enter except for Subaru Foresters. Okay. Whew. Oh, there's Canada geese here too. They're everywhere. They're even on the tops of these buildings with their babies. And then when they lead their babies off the buildings, they just say, hey, come on, jump. I don't care if
Linux Physics said, Subaru no hesitation.
And I guess the goslings are so light that they can just drop down, like their fall damage is minimal. So most of them make it, I think, falling off the buildings. Anyways, thanks for joining me. 101 followers. And I think most of them are real people.
Linux Physics said, thanks for the stream. Have a dry day.
Later.